So when this podcast is over, I want you to send me your deepest, darkest secrets, and I'm going to hold you accountable. Next on That's Not My God. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about, what would you say, an issue that I've really been disturbed with within the church. And I've been in the church, I've been on staff at churches for 20 years, and my concept of this has changed quite a bit. Because, quite honestly, the way we look at accountability, that's not my God. And so let's look at a couple verses that people throw at us in regards to why it's important to have accountability. Galatians 6:1-5, it says if anybody's caught in transgression, go to them and stuff. That's catching somebody. That's pointing out somebody's fault and correcting them. Romans 14:12, it says, so then each of us will give an account of himself to God. Accountability to God. Therefore, confess your sins to one another. And again, that's confessing, that's getting it off your chest, but it's not accountable. There's only one person that we're accountable to. Can you believe that? And it's Jesus Christ. Everybody else, they're friends, they're sounding boards, they're confidants. You see, over the years, and I think you would agree, you have fewer and fewer good friends. Now, we have a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, people I would hang out with in a heartbeat, but it doesn't mean I'm going to tell them my deepest, darkest secret. Now, what I do believe would be a good concept when I go into having a good friend, when I go into somebody who says, okay, we're going to hold you accountable. Okay, then this is what I like, this is what I prefer, because it kind of gives you each something, and this is something that I call mutually assured destruction. This is such a bond with a friend, a confidant, that you are willing to tell them what you're dealing with. And I understand this takes a lot of time and getting to know somebody to do this, but mutually assured destruction. Sounds like a metal band, doesn't it? Can you just hear the words grumbling out at, when we hear that? Mutually assured destruction is this: you're willing to trust me enough to tell me what you're capable of, what you've done, what only you know about, and now I know about. And then for me to tell you what I've done, what I'm capable of, things I've struggled with, and my ongoing struggles. You see what happens here? You have a very, very, very tight friendship and a very close personal relationship. And I call it mutually assured destruction because in the church, Christians don't play well. We want to find out about somebody because we want a specific prayer request. You know, the old church phrase, specific prayer requests get specific answers. Nah, it's just a way to gossip within the church. And, I think a lot of us have had knives driven into our back. I know I have. I'm sure you have as well. And quite honestly, sad to say it, I've done it before, and so have you. But we look at this mutually assured destruction, and it goes like this. If I tell you what I'm going through, I trust you enough to hold it confidential, and likewise with me. But if you let it out and stab me in the back, rest assured we're going down together, because now your secret's going to get out as well. Does that sound very Christian? Well, I tell you what, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And so if you're going to hurt somebody, you can expect it back. You're going to go down. And so this is where I think true discipleship happens, is when we trust somebody enough to pour out our life to each other. And this takes time, takes a lot of time, a lot of years of knowing somebody. But rest assured, if you're going to try to bring me down, I'm taking you with me. And this assures us that, we're going to keep things civil, and we truly do have each other's best interest in mind, and that we truly do tell each other what we're struggling with so that we become better people. It's not that I'm accountable to you. It's not that you're accountable to me. That's just a deterrent from trying to do things. There's always ways around things. But it helps us become a better person. And I think Proverbs 27:17 is probably the best one. Still not accountability, it's growing from each other. But as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. This is why people go to professional counselors. I had one famous preacher in our church after his fall, his scandal, and this was a couple years afterwards, and he was getting on his feet again. He goes, Bob, you know why I go see a counselor? And I said, why is that? And he said, because when I go to talk to somebody, a friend or whatever, they can tell anybody they want. If I go to a counselor and tell my deepest, darkest secrets to them, and they tell somebody else, I can sue the pants off them. I realize that sounds very harsh and almost unbiblical, but people are people, and we need to trust somebody. Do you have somebody in your life that you can talk to and have a friendship like that? With the understanding, hey, you stab me in the back, it's not going to be good for either one of us. With the hopes that we grow from each other and draw closer to God. Send me your thoughts on this. Comment here on the Sanctuary Forum or on YouTube, and would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have a great day.